Hey everybody, welcome back. You've landed on the Bewildered channel. This is Rob and this is my 1977 Lotus Esprit. We're gonna get back to work on this thing. It needs a lot of help. Today, what are we doing? We're gonna remove the head. Hopefully everything goes as smoothly as it should. Let's get to work. Okay, so we shall be unbolting the head in this fashion. You have to go from the outside and work your way in. So we'll be doing 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 over here, 5 back over here, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just like that. Takes a 19 millimeter. So now we know after looking through the borescope that we definitely have debris inside the engine. So the head has to be removed so that we can clean the gunk out and inspect for any damage. Keep watching though to find out if we can even get the head off. And once it's off, what kind of unpleasant discovery will we find inside the cylinders? Got to go a little bit. Whoa! So much torque. I made the camera fall. So today we're diving into what should be a straightforward job. Removing the head from this beautiful 4-cylinder Lotus 907 engine that was usually found in the 1977 Lotus Esprit. Simple, right? Well, let's see how that goes. Multitasking. Come on. So at this point, I've already removed about half the engine. At least I think I have. For some reason, the head just doesn't want to budge. Now, I'm not a professional mechanic. I've already mentioned that before. But I can tell you this. When something isn't moving, it's either stuck or I forgot to do something important. Spoiler alert, I forgot to do something important. Hey, time out. Okay, little intermission here. I have to warn you, the next scenes that are coming up, they're not for the faint of heart. So if you're an auto mechanic, professional, not like me, or maybe you've worked on Esprits before, you might want to skip this next section. Let's just say I've had better days, but it's okay. Rest assured, Everything that happens is fixable. You'll see. Stick around. So how does that old saying go? If I had $1 for every time I thought, maybe if I just pull harder? Man, I could have had somebody come out and do this for me by now. Just paid for it. Stuck. And there's some below too. Okay, forgot about that. Okay, so I'm going to try to remove the one bolt that's remaining for the exhaust, and I think the exhaust manifold will come out with the head all as one unit. I think. We'll see. So I'm starting to do this, and it's already loose. This is, I think it's something, somebody's been in here and tried to do everything that I'm doing once before and didn't put it back together. This is missing bolts down here. That's the last one. All right, so now the exhaust is free. Going to the exhaust, it's pushing up to kind of give me some help here. Pushing up on the exhaust to give me some leverage. And so basically taking an old bottle jack with a stick help me out. It's so difficult for me to watch this section. I was tired, frustrated, things weren't going well, and I found myself in that place where I felt the pressure of wanting to get material out and make some progress and have some useful content for my channel. Probably should have stopped, but I kept pushing, which only made things probably worse. And here's where the light bulb finally clicks. Turns out the exhaust manifold does need to be removed before you can even think about pulling the head off. Shocking, right? You live and you learn. So for any of you watching at home, if you're following along, don't forget to unbolt the exhaust manifold. Trust me, you'll save yourself hours of heartache and, well, your dignity. I skipped a step because I thought it would be better, and of course it was not. I should have removed the exhaust manifold. Because I have not done so, I've created more of an issue for myself, as you can see here. The exhaust manifold is still attached, and it was coming out, it was making a lot of progress, and then it went sideways and everything went downhill from there. Okay, so to get the head off is more than just the bolts. The exhaust. Oh, whoops. All right, so this one's already loose and I haven't even touched it. Nope. One there, one there, and another one over there. Gotta start taking those off. What I have done up to this point off camera to correct my mistake is I have removed, or loosened I should say, all of the exhaust manifold bolts, which are interesting in themselves because I only got, show you here, I only got a few off. Minus these. These were blocking the smog. I only got a few off. There's a few down below as well, so maybe 5 off. but the rest of them will not come all the way off because they get trapped behind the exhaust itself, and I suspect that that gets worked out as you loosen the exhaust and you continue to do the bolts. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that all the way off or not. I have removed all the ones that I can, and now the next step is to see if I can loosen that exhaust and pull this thing off of the 3 remaining head bolts that are still there. Okay, some progress. Exhaust has been removed. I don't even want to tell you how many hours that took. So it has dropped. Exhaust is now separated. Oof, look at all that stuff in the cylinder. Exhaust is now separated from the head. Glove blowout. Okay, here we go. Got it now in a position where the head should just come right off. I've already removed some of the bolts. Yeah! Off. Now we can see clearly into the cylinder heads, and they are grimy. The true test will be what it looks like after I clean it up. Pretty bad. See my collection of items here that I've been pulling off so far. And a couple of new items. I'm afraid to look underneath, you guys. I'll be honest, I did break one of these when I was trying to pull that off, so I don't know how those go on, but I'll figure that out. Here's a little bit of a problem right here. Yeah, not good, Rob. Shoot. All right. I might be able to get this resurfaced. So, fun fact, when you pull the head off wrong, it doesn't just come off wrong. It actually can cause damage in the process. But hey, nothing that a machine shop can't fix, right? All in all, not my finest moment, but the head is finally off, and lessons learned. You know, read the manual and actually follow the manual. In this case, I read the manual, I knew what to do, chose not to do it, chose to take a shortcut, and, you know, that never quite works out well in the end, does it? Anyway, thanks for hanging in there with me as I make a few mistakes here and there, but we're going to get there. We're going to finish this project. Well, if you've enjoyed watching me struggle and maybe learned what not to do, go ahead and hit that like button. Trust me, I'll need some encouragement for the next repair. And if you've got some tips for me, and you just want to laugh at my expense, drop a comment below. I'm always up for some advice, or, you know, sympathy. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. There's plenty more where this came from. I've got an entire Lotus to work on. So you'll want to stick around for the rest of my misadventures. Because let's face it, I'm going to break something else. So these are chunks of metal that came out of cylinder number 4. The rest are fine, but that's a pretty big chunk. Here we are, guys. The head is off. That's going to do it for this one. But, you know, I'll have to tackle this later. But this should be able to get skimmed off so that we can fix my little boo-boo there. But other than that, you know, it doesn't look like it's in that bad a shape. It really needs a cleaning. But until next time, stick around and you'll see what comes next. I don't even know what comes next, but we'll address it then. I do have to address the crud that I found in cylinder number 4. Let me show you that. Let me show you. So this little booger was in cylinder head number 4, along with little friends. So I have verified that is metal. That's not good. So that needs to be addressed, which means the engine is probably coming out, if you haven't guessed it already. It's pretty bad. Stay tuned, stick around. Don't forget to help me out by subscribing, like this video, and please comment. I promise you I will try to get back to you if you have any questions. But I probably have more questions than you do. Anyway, stick around. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Until then, behave yourselves, guys.